Good morning, guys. So, in previous lecture, we have covered the concept of siphon. Now, in this lecture, we will see some new concepts. That is hydraulic grid line means HGL and total energy line means TEL. Okay, but here hydraulic grade line, it is the line joining all the liquid levels in the piezometers. Okay, this is the line which is the joining all the liquid levels in the piezometers. Actually, it is the sum of the pressure head and the datum head. Okay, so hydraulic grade line is the sum of the pressure head and the datum head. So slope of the hydraulic grade line is called as the hydraulic gradient. Okay, here see this example, see this diagram. So hydraulic grade line is nothing but this, because it will only includes the pressure head and the datum head. Okay, so pressure head, this is the pressure head, and datum head, this is the datum head due to this height h or z. Pressure head, this is due to the liquid of, this is due to this liquid, this is the pressure head, and datum head due to the height. Okay, so hydraulic grade line is the sum of pressure head and datum head, and total energy grade line is the graphical representation of the total head at various points along the pipe. So hydraulic grade line is nothing but the addition of pressure head and datum head, but the total energy grade line, total energy line is nothing but the graphical representation of the total heads at the various points along the pipes. Actually, from Bernoulli's equation we know that there are three types of heads which are in general occurs. First one is pressure head, second one is velocity head, third one is datum head. So for hydraulic grade lines we will consider only two types of grades, pressure head and datum head, but for total energy line we will consider the velocity head also. So the total energy head is nothing but the sum of pressure head, velocity head and datum head. So this is the sum of pressure head, velocity head and datum head, but for hydraulic grade line this is the sum of only pressure head and datum head. So if datum is 0, if the datum is 0 means if z is equal to 0, then the energy grade line is also called as the hydraulic grade line. Okay, this is about the hydraulic grade line and total energy line. Now we will move to further topics. Okay, now the pipes in series. So look at this, pipes in series. So there are 2 to 3 concepts here are there. So first one is pipes in series, second one is pipes in parallel, and third one is equivalent pipe. Okay, so now we will see the pipes in series. If a pipeline is joined to one or more pipelines in continuation, if the pipeline is joined to one or more pipes in continuation, then these are said to continuous constitute pipes in series. Okay, so if the pipeline is joined to one or more pipelines in continuous manner, then we can say that the concept is of pipes in series. Now the discharge through all these pipes will be same, because we know that from the continuity equation the discharge will be same during the flow of fluid from these sections, because the pipe is in series. So only cross section is varying, only cross section is changing, but discharge of flow is same through this section. So from this you will get Q1 is equal to Q2 is equal to Q3, and from this we know that Q1 is nothing but A1 into V1. So it can be written as A1 V1 is equal to A2 V2 is equal to A3 V3. And now if we neglect the minor losses, then the total loss of head will become loss of head in this pipe plus loss of head in this pipe plus loss of head in this pipe. Okay, so total head loss will become HF1 plus HF2 plus HF3, which is nothing but FL V square by 2 GD1 plus FL F2 L2 V2 square by 2 times G into D2 plus F3 L3 into V3 square by 2 times G into D3. So from this you will get H as F1 L1 Q square divided by 12.1 into D1 raised to power 5. So same, these Q is same here, Q is same here. So if we consider the lengths of all these pipes are same and only the changing parameter is d diameter, then this will become h is equal to d1 raised to power 5 plus d2 raised to power 5 plus d3 raised to power 5. Okay, sorry, 1 by d1 raised to power 5 plus 1 by d2 raised to power 5 plus 1 by d3 raised to 5. Okay, so this is about your pipes in series concept. Now next is pipes in parallel. Now when a main pipeline divided into two or more parallel pipes, then it is known as pipes in parallel, because if this main pipeline is divided into two or more pipelines, then we can say that this is the concept of pipes in parallel. Now this total discharge here, wow, in previous case the total discharge will be same because the pipes are connected in series, but in this case this total discharge is divided into two parts. This is first part, this is second part. Okay, so the discharge through each pipe is given by this formula, q is equal to q1 plus q2. Here q is equal to qa plus qb. Okay, and hf, now head loss due to friction is same, because for this total head loss hf is one quantity and for this is same quantity, hf is equal to hf1 is equal to hf2. So from this we know that q is equal to 20.1 into 10 raised to power 5 hf divided by fl raised to power 1 half. By substituting this, we will get q is equal to discharge is equal to total addition of the all discharges, q1 plus q2 plus q3. So similarly, by using this you will get this final formula, d raised to power 5 by f into le raised to power half is equal to this formula. So this is the pipes in parallel concept. Then next, equivalent pipe. We will see the equivalent pipe concept. Okay, now we will see the power transmission through the pipe. Okay, now the power can be transmitted by liquid which is flowing through the pipes. Okay, here is the reservoir. Now the power can be transmitted from this liquid to any type of device like turbine is here. So this can be transferred by using the pipeline. Okay, the total head H, due to this total head H, the power can be transmitted from this liquid to this turbine. So how it will work like? So power can be transmitted by liquid which is flowing through the pipe. Now power transmission through the pipe is commonly used to convey water from high level reservoirs. Okay, to convey water from high level reservoir to the turbine. Okay, to the turbine house, and operation of hydraulic equipment such as hydraulic press, crankjack, etc. Okay, the power transmitted depends upon the weight of the liquid flowing through the pipe. Okay, it will depends on the weight of the liquid flowing through the pipe and total head available at the end of the pipe. Actually, it will depends on weight of the liquid. Weight of the liquid means total head available at this point. So total head is available is equal to H. So this power transmitted is depending on this weight of the liquid and total head. So power transmitted through the pipe is nothing but weight of the water flow through the pipe into head available at the outlet. So weight of the fluid means W into total head means H minus HF. HF means the losses. Total head minus losses, you will get the net head. So mg into H minus HF. Mass is nothing but density into area into velocity into g, because this is q, volume, meter cube per second, into g into H minus HF. So from this you will get the power transmission through the pipe. Now then 1 minute, this is about siphon. Now efficiency of power transmission. Look, efficiency of power transmission is equal to the power available at outlet of the pipe divided by power available at inlet of the pipe. Now power available at outlet of the pipe, as we previously seen that the power available at outlet of the pipe is equal to H minus HF, because HF is the losses due to minor losses or major losses. Okay, so alpha will become H minus HM. This is the output, and H is nothing but the input, power available at the inlet of the pipe. So the efficiency of the power transmission is equal to H minus HF divided by H. Okay, but the maximum efficiency will be obtained when HF is equal to H by 3. HF means head loss is equal to 1/3 of the total head, then you will get the maximum efficiency. So by putting this H by 3 into this equation, you will get the maximum efficiency of 66.67%. Okay, so in this way we have covered the 3 to 4 concepts in this lecture. So first concept means pipes in series, pipes in parallel, equivalent pipe. Then we have covered the power transmission through the pipeline, then the efficiency of power transmission or maximum efficiency. Okay, thank you.